Ryan Suckup, the man tasked with getting this one started. And off we go. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Being chased out left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Again, it's Murray. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal. Mariota. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run. It's Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry punching it in from a yard away. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This backs across the league has spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Here's Rawls. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Rawls. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. This is Rawls. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And they'll run it here. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On first down, Wilson. Flushed out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Now Wilson on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The first carry for C.J. Prosise. And he'll be well short of a first down as he's stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. They'll go with Prosise. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
Got some room at the 30, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night. How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play. That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the
better defense. I think you're right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. Again, it's Mariota. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That was second down run for Murray. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And now the offense operates in the red zone. From the red zone now, Mariota. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that third touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Mariota to throw it. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They passed it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And we move our focus to Thomas Rawls. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the second quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. Wonder if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone.
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so, because the run has been very effective for them.
A gain of 3, second down. They stay on the ground. Rawls again. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Baldwin. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Daquan Jones in there to get him for a loss of 5. On second down, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he's brought down. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now Wilson on first down. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. They run with a power back. Rawls. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando, where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Buying time to his left. And now running, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson taking it in from 14. one's out. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
He finds an opening past the 40. Derrick Henry all alone. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to him right away because they have the matchup advantage.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Thomas Rawls getting ready to go here on offense. Now, he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Sylvester Williams able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. On second down, Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Baldwin. 8-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. This is Pro-Size on the carry. He's got the first down and more past the 40. He's at the 40, 20, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with the clock at all zeros, they get the touchdown to make this just a one-score game into the lockers.
And you know what else it does? Besides boost their confidence, it doesn't change your game plan any. See, if they're down bigger going into the half, you may have to revise what you plan to do in the second. But now in this spot, within one score and striking distance,
And apparently that's all, Larry. So much for the halftime report. We'll see in the postgame. We're ready to get to the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And the Titans getting set to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
and this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust.
Derrick Henry all alone. 30. Derrick Henry, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second.
Because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a third and just a few inches. Third down, here's Rawls. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Tried to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And some room to maneuver. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. The busy afternoon continues for Rawls. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. this is Rawls. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
Wilson finding Curson. It's a Seattle first down. On first down, Wilson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Baldwin, and he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
And tough starting field position here. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
2nd down, Mariota. He'll buy some time right.
Daddy on 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively, you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Mariota. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
To the air again, Mariota. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think
back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Able to find a lot of empty space there. Picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
obviously a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And Davis has it over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. From the red zone now, they look to throw. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Mariota. Forced out to his left. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Wilson down around his goal line. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 13 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jurrell Casey in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now Wilson. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 3rd down, Procise. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Again, they run. Again, it's Procise. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the 1st. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Rashard Matthews, 26 yards. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Suckup for the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Tennessee score.